Hello and welcome to Insightly. With applications to support sales, marketing, customer service, and integration, Insightly's platform is a modern, scalable solution that aligns go-to-market teams on a single view of their customer and helps businesses sell smarter, grow faster, and build long-lasting relationships. My name is Felipe, and today I'm going to bring you through an introductory product demo of Insightly's CRM application, used to manage relationships, increase sales velocity, and deliver on projects. In this demo, we'll specifically review Insightly's customizable dashboards and reporting available to provide real-time, actionable visibility into the metrics that matter to your business, the many-to-many relationship linking structures for contact to account mapping and management, email syncing to keep all important communication right in Insightly, other useful integrations designed to help you make Insightly your source of truth and streamline your sales processes, AI features available in the platform, and finally, how Insightly supports management of the customer journey from converting new leads into qualified sales opportunities through to tracking progress on post-sales deliverables using our native project management functionality. Let's get started. Here we are logged into the Insightly CRM. All of the standard objects are organized along the left-hand side, including tasks to manage to-dos or consolidate activities delegated to individuals on your teams, contacts and organizations to manage existing relationships with the people and companies in your network that you do business with, leads and opportunities to track your qualification and sales pipeline processes, and as part of our solution, Insightly also offers products, price books, and quoting functionality to allow you to centralize your product catalogs and service offerings and create quotes or proposals directly within the application. Finally, projects are available to track post-sale processes or to create collaborative environments for your team to work towards completion of deliverables. In addition to these standard out-of-the-box objects, Insightly supports the creation of custom objects to ensure the platform captures all the data types unique and specific to your business needs so that Insightly becomes a single source of truth for your business. Keep in mind that all of these objects can be renamed to fit the terminology and process for your organization. On the homepage, you'll be presented with a summary of your business performance with dashboards. The Plus plan offers standard out-of-the-box cards, and dashboards are fully customizable at the Pro and Enterprise plan levels of Insightly and can be used to report on any record data tracked within your account. Whether you're a VP of sales analyzing pipeline forecast details or a sales manager honing in on relevant metrics for an individual contributor, the dashboard functions are designed to give everyone on the team deep visibility into team performance and help drive actions that improve sales velocity. Let's open a dashboard card and edit it to see what it looks like. Like everything within the platform, dashboards were built with simplicity in mind. And customizing dashboards can be done by our everyday user with just a few clicks using the drag and drop point and click editor. As you can see here, we are looking at a dashboard card with the highest grossing accounts. What I'm going to do is filter these down based on the specific country and show what that would look like. In this case, I'm going to select the United States, apply that, and you can see that it immediately updates the total amount of bookings as well as the specific organizations available in this dashboard card. When it comes to graphing and displaying your data, we have over 50 different chart types to ensure your data is accurately displayed based on the metric. From bar charts or area charts tables, to funnel analysis, to global mapping views. You will have many options for your data needs and will be able to display them directly within the system. Keep in mind that you can create dashboard insights for any data type or record in the CRM, including custom objects. If you're also using Insightly Marketing or Insightly Service, your dashboard capabilities will also allow you to report on happenings across those applications in a single view. And this allows you to get a holistic view of your entire business across different functions. If it's stored in your CRM, you can report on it. Let's move on to account and contact management. No matter how your business labels the relationships, Insightly CRM is designed to store all of your customer, prospect, and stakeholder data in a single location to be sure everyone on your team is on the same page at all times. The options for customization within Insightly ensure that your CRM environment is in complete alignment with the way you talk about and manage your business. From renaming object headers to creating custom fields to customizing the page layout views based on the roles of your users, these options are designed to ensure your CRM is relevant to your needs and that user adoption is optimized. As I navigate into the organization object, I will have access to all of my account or company-based records. Starting here with the list view, we can create and save custom list views to easily segment account types or groupings. For each object, you can also see a quick overview of the import and export options on the right-hand side, allowing you to ensure that your data can be exported if needed or supplemented with relevant information for your business. While in a list view, you'll have control over the filter logics and parameters using simple conditional logic. What I'll do here is I'll add a specific filter so that my billing state will have to be in California. Once I add the filter, the records will be updated in the list view. And in this case, it's already been saved to this list view itself. You will also have full control over the data points visible to you, which makes managing a list of records at once a breeze. So for example, if I wanted to see the owners of these records, I can simply choose that column, drag it in, and that'll also update my list view. While in any list view of Insightly, leverage the blade style visual to move through different records with ease. No need to tab out or even use the back button. And once you're in a record, you'll be able to see the different data and relationships through the details, related, and activity tabs, which I'll go through individually. Starting with the Organization Details tab, within a record you can add any fields you need to make your instance of Insightly useful. The Details tab will house data points important to you and have localized insights. At a glance, you'll also be able to see any previously worked or actively open opportunities. Keep in mind that Insightly supports custom fields like text fields, drop-down fields, calculated fields, and more. The Related tab in Insightly shows a many-to-many linking hierarchy and structure to create a web of association. In this example, I can see all of the individuals who work with Stitcher strategies and their roles. I'm also able to note the type of relationship they carry with this account or why they've been linked together. Scrolling down, we can also see the opportunities, their state, the value of them as well as any projects that are associated with this organization and their project status. And we can also do this on the organization to organization level as well. So for example, we have use cases which would be an organization is a client, subsidiary, there could be a parent company. We'll be able to store all of this information within this organization and then simply at a glance be able to see how the other organizations are related to it. For customers that have Insightly service, tickets will also be available to be seen in the Related tab, so you can see any tickets that are associated with a contact that's associated with this organization. So as soon as they send an email and that comes in, the ticket will be created and associated to that contact, which will then ultimately be associated to the organization. Moving along, we also have notes, files, any custom objects, and the field history section, which is going to show any changes that have happened to this record, when they were changed, what specifically was changed, and who changed them. We can send emails in bulk to contacts or leads that are associated to this organization. Leverage email templates that merge in the data points unique to your recipients. Simply selecting this will pull up the email subject, the email body, as well as add any email attachments that I would want. As we can see, we're also pulling in the information directly from the contact that's going to be receiving this email associated to this organization. We can preview this email, see that everything's perfect as it comes in with the right information. Click Next, and define when that email will be sent. When you send emails from Insightly, those interactions will be logged within a record's Activity tab. The Activity tab consolidates previously completed and upcoming activities. In this case, you can see that we have our upcoming activities as a task, and we also have any previous activity, which could be any completed tasks, or in this case, those emails that I sent earlier to the 3 contacts that are associated to this organization. Now that we've taken a look at how existing relationships are managed in Insightly, let's take a step back and look at the experience of taking a net new lead inquiry through the qualification process and a subsequent sales pipeline. Starting here in the lead section, this is really the ground zero of the account. This is an area to capture net new leads or lead inquiries in a single area to prioritize outreach and manage qualification. Leads can be created in a number of ways based on your business needs or requirements. The first is manually by your sales reps on a one-off basis in the web interface or via the mobile application. The second is they can be imported in bulk via Excel or CSV files using our intuitive import mapping wizard. Insightly also has an open API that can be used to pull new leads in automatically from outside sources. So if you have other applications or other areas where you're pulling in those leads, it would interface directly with the Insightly API. You can connect them that way as well. And we also have a native web to lead or web to contact HTML form builder that can be leveraged. Additionally, you can now natively sync leads from Unbounce, the world's leading landing page solution for marketers, right to Insightly. Insightly CRM is part of Unbounce go-to-market solutions, products built for ease of use, so mid-market teams can convert more customers with less complexity. This is a direct connection that allows leads collected through Unbounce to automatically sync into Insightly with zero manual work or third-party connectors. This means marketers can launch high-converting landing pages and sales teams can immediately act on the leads in real time, with campaign context and without worrying about missing or delayed data. So let's take a look at that in action. The form that I'm going to be showing here begins from an Unbounce landing page. In this example, I'm going to have Gerald Brew going into the Insightly lead system with an example of the information that they could put in. Now note that these are some of the fields that a lead could potentially put into a landing page, but the information we're capturing could be manifold. It could be any of the UTM parameters, as well as any other information that we're pulling specifically from the web page. Moving back into the Insightly lead page, we can now see our leads, and we have a custom list view of open leads by region. Looking into our open leads, we can see that we also have Gerald down here. But if I want to organize this list a bit better, I can go in here and display this to group columns. So in this case, we have our leads, and I can group by a different field that I have within the system. In this case, what I'm going to do is group it by region. So now you can see that my leads have been organized specifically by that region, and Gerald, the new lead, has been brought in with a specific region. It could be based on the specific information that was brought in from that page. Once I open up Gerald, I can see the general information that was brought in, things that were put in like phone, email, first name, last name, any other information like that. But I can also go to the activity tab and see that there's been some upcoming activities already created. So what we've had in the background are a couple of workflows. The first one being that it's assigned lead owner to Felipe, myself, to follow up with this lead. And this can be based, again, on any of the information that we're pulling in from that marketing page. We also have 2 emails that were sent out. One, again, directly to myself. That one's going to be letting me know that I have a new lead and that I should keep that in mind for when I do the follow-up. And the other one is going to be directly to the lead themselves, letting them know that they should be receiving a follow-up soon. On the top section, we also have the lead status. You can see that we have different areas of this pipeline. So we can move this lead through any of these statuses as we go through, and I, as someone that's working with this lead, will be able to pass them through those sections, ultimately with the goal of converting this lead. Right here, what I'm going to be doing is creating 3 new objects. One is a new opportunity, the other is a new organization, and the other one is a new contact. So you can see that we're basically taking this lead from here and creating one organization, one opportunity, as well as a contact so we can follow up with them later. Any information that I put in here will also be brought in, and I can add any automatic tasks once that lead is converted. I save this, and I'm now in my new opportunity page with my lead. Now that I have my opportunity that has been converted from my lead, I can also talk about the other associated objects that are listed in this details page. You can see that I also have the previous lead linked here within the opportunity, as well as the new organization that was created. The thing to note about conversion is that the data, details, and activities are passed over from the lead directly into the opportunity to be linked together. So if I simply show this activity page right here, we can see that all of the past correspondences in terms of email, as well as the tasks that have been associated, are also included within this opportunity. Looking at the opportunity directly, I can also edit it and assign a few things here. We can also select a specific type of pipeline, and it could be any of the multiple pipelines. So one of these pipelines could be assigned directly to this opportunity. In this case, I'll choose the upsell one. You can see based on that upsell pipeline, I also have a few activity sets. So it's a workflow. It's going to be adding specific tasks to this area, as well as custom fields that are brought in. So these will be changed depending specifically on which pipeline I add. You can see these are upsell fields for the upsell pipeline, but if I switch to this one, I'm going to get a separate group of different fields that we brought in. Moving from this singular opportunity to talk more about the list of opportunities that we have, I'm going to switch over to the opportunities page so we can look at them holistically. Now that we're in our opportunities list view, we can see and modify our opportunities in bulk. All of the same filter logic and grouping that we've seen before applies, but for opportunities, projects, and leads, since they have a pipeline, they also have an extra Kanban view. This allows for customers to visually understand where each opportunity is along a pipeline and quickly quantify if any deals are held up in a specific stage or need to be moved forward. Note that Insightly also tracks and flags overdue tasks for an opportunity for members to quickly assess what is happening to any opportunity that they see. We can move the opportunities between stages by simply dragging them along the Kanban board, or we can edit them individually and move them along through the pipeline stage, ultimately with the goal of closing an opportunity as one. Once an opportunity is closed one, we can then convert that opportunity into a project to ensure we deliver the post-sales promises that we made during the deal lifecycle. Once converting the opportunity, we can select any reason for winning the opportunity, but we can also define a specific pipeline for the project itself. Note that we can make sure that we copy all emails, files, and notes that are already on the opportunity to the project as well. Now, in our project record, we have all the same customizability of the record that we've seen before. So that's pipelines, activity sets, and calculated fields. To show an example, I'll add specific hours, forecasted and completed, and the system can calculate how many hours are left. Keep in mind that any of these fields can be used in dashboards or reports to review these objects in bulk. As an example, having a report of the total hours remaining for multiple projects, and you'll be able to review that either in a single report with multiple projects next to each other, or in a dashboard view that you'll be able to track the remaining hours for multiple projects. A feature that's also available for all the other types of records that we showed previously, including other custom records, is the comments capability. So simply start by typing in @ and then you can select user. And that user will receive an email notification that you've tagged them to this specific record for them to review. In review, Insightly's project manager is designed to track post-sale processes and create collaborative environments for you and your team to work towards completion of deliverables. From productivity to sales, Insightly offers out-of-the-box integrations to create a single source of truth for all of your customer data. In addition to a native integration with Unbounce, Insightly offers integrations with DocuSign, Google, Office 365, QuickBooks, Xero, Zoom, and others that help drive productivity and deliver better customer experiences. Let's take a deeper dive with the Gmail and Outlook integrations first. Here within Gmail, I have an email that I received from a prospect. The Google sidebar will provide me visibility into who I'm communicating with, as well as the option to manually save an email that I received to the CRM, write notes, and connect it directly to specific opportunity, organization, or any other object that I would like, including custom records. And within the email itself, I'll also be able to save this email as another type of object if I wanted to create an object based on this email. I can also reply with a template directly to the customer from here without having to go anywhere else. The Outlook plugin functions very similarly. Within an email I received, I can leverage the Outlook sidebar to save email communications to Insightly, as well as interface directly with the tool so I can see people that I'm communicating with. I can directly save the specific email within Insightly quite quickly with just a quick button. I can add a link to any other object, or I can save it as a new object itself. If I want to open the sidebar, I can do the same things that I was doing within the Gmail integration. So opening that, I can immediately have a view with this customer and all of the things that they are related to. In this case, their organization, the opportunities and projects. We can also set up an email sync within the settings. This will bring in every email to the inbox that matches a lead or contact's email and will automatically be associated with the lead, contact, and organization without any manual involvement. This will allow your team to not have to think about saving emails, and those emails will go directly within the system for later review. As an example of what the email will look like once it's brought into the system, either automatically saved or manually saved, it would come directly into the activity tab of that contact. The Insightly AI Copilot helps your team get more from the data in your CRM. It's your AI-powered assistant built to help your team prioritize leads, identify upsell opportunities, and tailor every touchpoint. Copilot makes it a snap to create replies and reminders that help you stay on track. It uses generative AI to organize your CRM and create tasks, so your team stays focused, not buried in admin work. Insightly Copilot is built with security and compliance in mind, so your customer data stays safe while your team stays productive. I'm going to be showing a few examples of Copilot and what Copilot can do. So let's say that I'm a sales manager and I want to see how many quotes the organization is waiting on. I can simply go here and open this Copilot button. And I've opened a new Copilot chat. In here, I can just submit my prompt. So in this case, I'm asking how much revenue do we have in quotes that have been presented but not accepted? Great, so Copilot has returned with the information that I need. In this case, there are 3 specific quotes that I have with $430,500 US in total revenue that we've presented but yet have not been accepted. So in this case, I can really get my information without having to switch through to another page or pull up a specific report. I can really just get a quick on-the-fly response and have that information ready to go. For a separate use case, let's say that in this case, say that I'm a salesperson and I want to reach out to a specific company. So as a salesperson, I may just want some general information. And I want to really understand a quick summary of what this company is and what I should know before reaching out. So what Copilot is doing is going to be going online. It's going to be researching the company that I need. And at a glance, I can simply get the information that I would need and quickly review it. Now let's say that I want to create this organization in the CRM because I'm going to do a follow-up with them on a call. Now I'm telling the system to do some of that manual entry that I wouldn't want to do. Copilot can pull the information from the web, categorize it, and enter it as actionable data for me to have. In this case, it's asking me if I want to confirm this information. I can simply type yes. And you can see that Copilot has now created this organization and give me that general key information as well as any background stuff that I would want to know. Directly from the Copilot tab, I can then open this new record and leverage the rest of the tools that Insightly has. Now we'll open the organization. So in this case, I see that the website, it's created a record ID as well as an organization name. In this case, it's telling me the local weather, local time in Austin. And I can also go directly to the news section. I can quickly scan this news section to see what's recently occurred around Torchy's Tacos. Again, with the idea that the system can create these records and really help me as a salesperson create things in the CRM without me having to manually go in and do it. You can also review and see all your previous chats within the Copilot section. These are just a few examples that Copilot can comfortably manage. The limit with Copilot is your imagination. Copilot has access to all of the records and data that you yourself have access to, and it can comfortably automate repetitive tasks so that your sales team stays focused on selling, not doing admin work. Beyond the Copilot, Insightly offers more AI features. For example, an email summary feature which allows users in Insightly CRM to request and receive a summary of past emails, making it easier to quickly capture key points from previous communications with a contact, lead, or organization. In this example, I have a lengthy email from a customer that I would need a quick summary from to understand my next steps. And with AI-powered email replies, your team can turn lengthy emails from leads and contacts into crisp output in seconds, because less time reading and composing emails means more time for what really matters, helping your reps close business faster. Within any emails that we're getting here, I can also edit the reply so that the right information goes out to the right people. If I've answered all your questions and you're ready to dive into Insightly CRM, the fastest way to get started is to use that Start Trial button. You'll begin a 14-day free trial at the professional level of Insightly. You can invite your colleagues and begin working as a team on the platform. At the end of your 14 days, you'll be presented with options for purchasing a plan. If you're interested in learning more about adding on Insightly Marketing, Insightly Service, or App Connect, or if you'd like to explore services like guided onboarding and peer support, you'll need to talk to a team member. Feel free to request a personalized demo so we can connect you to the right person. Thank you for taking the time to learn more about Insightly. Have a wonderful day.